There's finally some food in Gaza, but for Ezyia Abu Haya and her 6 children, there's a new problem. Rats. In addition to this suffering, she said, the rats also eat everything, leaving us with nothing. With each season, a fresh struggle. This family is no longer freezing, but rising summer heat has brought sanitation troubles and the threat of disease along with it. The war already cost this family their home and the children their father. Abu Haya's husband was killed in an Israeli strike a year ago. Now, more than 6 months into a ceasefire that promised a thriving Gaza, families like Abu Haya's are still barely surviving. This isn't a life, she says. We may never be the same as before, but anything would be better than this. For this almost entirely homeless population, there's nowhere to live. The United Nations says more than 81% of Gaza's buildings are at least partially damaged. Aid agencies say Israeli security restrictions on building materials are stalling any reconstruction effort.
What it essentially means, Matt, is that families cannot rebuild. Families, hundreds of thousands of people living in squalor by the side of the beach.
Israel's government says restrictions on building materials are essential as Hamas use them to build tunnels. Israel continues to strike Gaza even after the ceasefire, aimed at militants, it says, and those trying to cross into Israeli-controlled territory. The strikes have claimed the lives of almost 800 people since the ceasefire, according to the Palestinian Ministry of Health, many of them civilians. Negotiations with Hamas and the Trump-appointed Board of Peace toward a more permanent ceasefire and post-war governance are moving slowly, say multiple people briefed on the talks. Hamas's refusal to disarm, a major sticking point, which Israel says is necessary for any deal to proceed. As negotiations crawl along, some Israelis have put forward a more radical vision. These hundreds of Israeli demonstrators are all walking towards the Gaza Strip, which is still very much an active war zone. Their solution is to make Gaza Jewish again. Far-right ministers in Israel's cabinet have called for re-establishing settlements in Gaza for the first time since Israel withdrew them in 2005. Some have called for Palestinians to be relocated. International law says expelling Palestinians would amount to a war crime. This is Daniela Weiss, one of the leading voices for settlements in the West Bank, hoping to return settlements to the Gaza Strip, right over that hill. And what of the 2 million Palestinians who live in the Gaza Strip now?
They lost the 2 million or whatever number of Arabs, Gazans who live here, will not live in Gaza. It can take a week, it can take maybe a few months. They will not live here.
Despite the continuing misery, Abu Haya and her family don't want to leave. But their fate has become a political question far beyond their control. God willing, the negotiations will succeed. We hope to return to our homes, she says. At least we won't be living in fear anymore. Matt Bradley, NBC News, Tel Aviv.
We thank you for watching, and remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or watch live on our YouTube channel.